Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of mine of our HTML series, which in this video I'm going to be teaching you about tags classification and also organization of HTML tags and how can you actually classify and organize them in a really clean and spotless way. The topic of this session's video is really momentous that you as a developer need to know everything that I'm going to be teaching you in this video. So be aware and bear in mind that this video's concepts that is going to be covered by me is crucial and really vital for you for your next and future uses of HTML. So let's dive into our concept. Now, initially, I'm going to create a file named index.html, which is essentially the main file of our website. I'll put an exclamation mark to ensure that my web page has the document, a standard document, which each element needs to have. So in my index.html file, I'll have a doc tile, which assures that our browser treats this page as a HTML5 version, okay, and HTML opening tag and closing tag, which accepts attribute of lang of en. So to put attribute, actually I'm going to teach you attributes in next videos. However, just to give you a concise information about what they actually do is, attributes in HTML essentially give you the ability to give more information to tags. For example, I want to define this page, the language, to be AN, which stands for English. If I want to set this page, that language, to Persian, I would go for FA, which stands for Farsi, or maybe Persian. I mean, FA and a dash syntax and the name of the country, FA-IR. Okay. Islamic Republic of Iran. And also for English of the United States, we could go for English US-US. So this is the encoded, the code of your targeted language, which is English. So HTML, which accepts the attribute of lang, is going to do such a thing. And we have head tag and body tag, and everything that goes inside our head tag is essentially our settings. Meta tags give browsers more information, extra information about our web page, and it could be anything pertaining to our encoding, which is UTF-8, and meta tags. Okay, the next meta tag that I have is related to my viewport, which is my browser, and this tag right here just tells the browser to be aware that this website should fit, that should be visible perfectly fine in mobile devices too. So it's essentially just telling our browser, bear in mind that this web page should be usable and should be usable across mobile devices. And then I have title tag here. Title tag here just defines our title of our web page, as we have discussed already before. And we have a body tag, and body tag and everything that goes inside our body tag is considered the main element. Our main elements, all the main elements in our web page go inside our body tag. And we learned about different tags of HTML, which was headings, okay, which were headings. We had heading from H1 up to H6, which gradually, as you increase the number, as you ameliorate the number, the font size increases. So H1, I have lorem of 3, and then I'm going to create H2 again with a lorem of 3. If you want to duplicate and do the copy paste action simultaneously, you could press Alt Shift and down arrow in VS Code, and this software would do such a thing for you concurrently. Okay, so it is our H4, H5, and then H6. And if I head into my browser, and you will see the result. So it's our H1, which is the most important and momentous and bold text in our web page, and it's going to be shown in our ATF above the fold. So this line that you are seeing Right here is called fold. So everything that is above our fold is inside our ATF. Above the fold is considered something between inside our ATF, and H1 is something that needs to be gone into ATF. And so H1 is the highly momentous and important text that really matter for our users and us too. And it goes inside, and it should be visible, and it should be visible to our users when the user tries to open our website. It should be visible to them. So it's about H1 and down to H6. So H6 is the smallest number, the smallest text of this page, and it can be used and it can be applied anywhere. So was our headings. I don't want to do the review thing for our whole session. Okay, you can just head for our last videos and just check them, and just have for review purposes, just to see them and watch them and check for any kind of information that was new for you. Just review, for review purposes, you can just go and check my previous videos. However, in this session, I'm going to cover the most important and momentous concepts and subject of HTML that highly matters for you at this level, which is called classification of elements, organizing elements, dividing elements. So first I'll open a website for you. That could be Checkler my own website, which is in Persian language, and this is our website that my Persian course is available on this website. You could check it out. And I have W3 Schools here at MDN, which is a reliable and trustworthy website to go and read the documentation of the technologies that we work on. So MDN and W3 Schools both are trustworthy websites and reliable websites that you can easily trust them and go for reading the documents and the articles or anything inside in these websites. So we will talk about the classification of elements. So elements on the web pages, guys, our main concepts will be commenced from this instance. So be all ears. Thank you so much. So our concept, which is about classification and grouping elements, starts from here. Bear in mind that always our elements needs to be divided and organized and grouped by us. So firstly, initially, what we have here is just simple text. So analyze this text for me. What do you see in this text? How is it styled with CSS? We learned before. We have touched before that HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language, is responsible for creating the main elements on the web page, and CSS is responsible for styling those elements in many different ways, in many various ways that I'll teach you in the upcoming videos. But in HTML, you have to classify and organize and group your elements in different sections and segments of your website. So what I have here is just a simple text. What do you see? How do you see this text? What do you see in it? I see a text with a white color, a white color text, which contains a link inside it and has an exclamation mark at the end of it, and also contains a comma. And the first letter of this sentence has been started by a capital letter. And the background color of this text, this background right here, the background color of this text is something near to black. It could be some kind of gray color, or some sort of gray color. So the background color of this text is important for me. The color of this text, the color itself, the color of this text itself, which is white, is momentous for me again. So this is called element analytics, element analysis. So you analyze the elements on the web page. I'm analyzing this website. What I see here, analyzing means what you see. Analyzing essentially means what you see. How do you analyze the elements? What do you see in precise version? How can you actually indeed build this website? What are the elements, main elements of this website that they're used to be to create and build such a website? We have MDN logo. Okay, I'm analyzing the top menu of this action is called analyzing, analytics, analysis. So I am analyzing and checking for any precise and detailed details of this template. So what do you see here? What do you see? Describe it for me in a precise version. This action is called analytics. So what I see here, I see a logo, and then I'm struggling with a menu which has six options to move our mouse to work on them. And I have another menu which sets our theme, which gives us an option to search, and it contains login and sign up for free buttons. So this one, this is a row. Okay, we technically call it a row. This is a row, which this row itself is divided into three sections. Okay, this row itself is divided into three sections. One of which is going to be our logo. The other one is the main menu that we are seeing and we're struggling with and facing. We can click on all these options and search for many things. Okay, so this is the second, and this is the second part of our menu, the second section, the second segment. And the third, the last segment of section part, we technically call it section, but the third part is dedicated and allocated into setting themes and searching for many different stuff. And we have login buttons, sign up for free buttons. So we had a complete row, which itself is divided into three sections, one of which was about our logo, and the other one is about our menu, and the last one is allocated on this, a simple menu which contains buttons for sign in and login purposes, and searching things, and setting and changing our theme stuff. And also, I am analyzing. You see, I am analyzing this template. I am telling its details in a precise way. I am talking about this template and telling all of its details in a precise way. I'm analyzing this template. Guys, bear in mind that the first and the initial step to create any website is its analytics. You have to analyze the template. You have to analyze what do you see indeed actually in precise version in this template. So you have to review it by yourself. You have to speak to yourself that what do I see in this template? I see a simple H1 here, which has a big font size and its color is white. I've documented web technologies including CSS, HTML, and JavaScript since 2005. So it's a simple paragraph which is represented by p tag, and this p tag also has a color of red and contains three links, and all these three links have a color of blue, and they're clickable, and I can click on them and go to any link. These predefined links that I have for each one of these. So I can click on this button, I can click on this link, I can click on the other link that I have here. So they will direct me to the destination that they have. And down here I have a search box, okay, and a search box easily helps me to search among across the articles available, guides available, references available on this website. So this in this search box has a border. They see we technically call these borders has a border, and this border itself is divided into two colors, one of which is a blackish color and the one with a whitish color here. And I have a search icon. This is called a search icon. Okay, this is called a search icon. And the next part, the next section, we technically call these sections, featured articles section. I have latest news section, recent contributions next section, And I have contributor, spotlight, and then I have a footer section. So all these parts and major parts of the web page is called technically called a section. So this section here, I have AWS Marketplace. It could be some kind of advertisement across this website on this website. So this is a simple image that's just shown right here. Featured articles. In my view, in my perspective, in my opinion, guys, bear in mind that we teach you the principle, you grow the style. We teach you the principle, you grow the style. So I am teaching you the style. I am teaching you the principle. You grow the style. So I am teaching you principles on how to make something and our elements and different sets of declarations and statements in HTML, tags in HTML, attributes in HTML, available in HTML. So I am teaching you all these, and you, by practicing a lot, by making a lot of efforts, by endeavoring, by striving, you can easily manage to handle all these templates, or you can design them, implement them, and you can see, you can analyze this template, and analyzing this template turns out to be a walk in the park for you. It's a cake for you as you practice more and a lot, as you practice every day, gradual practice. Okay, so featured articles section. This is a section. And in this box, in this featured articles box, this, in my opinion, in my view, your view may differ. But bear in mind that my view is different from you. Okay? So they vary. Our ideas and views are different. I see it just like this. I see it as two sections. So the first section is about featured articles. Our featured articles, and the second section is about our blogs. Okay, introduction, CSS custom things, and MDM partners. So the first section is located on featured articles, and the second section is all about these blogs. And if these four boxes, these four black boxes are the second part of this general segment. So I have a general segment. Which has featured articles, which is entitled as featured articles, and this entire section is divided into two sections itself. So we have a heading on the top. So this is one section, and these are in another section. But this second section, which also has four sections, one of which is this, the other one is this, the third one is this, and the fourth one is CSS Custom Highlight API, Web APIs. Okay, this box. These boxes also themselves have some parts, have some sections and segments. So you have to analyze it by yourself. It's an exercise for the next session. So analyze these boxes. So what we've done so far is analyzing the websites. We learned how to analyze websites. The initial step, guys, remember, the initial step of creating any type of website is analytics. Analytics is highly momentous for you. It's crucial, it's vital for you. You have to know how to analyze templates as you go for them and go and write HTML codes. So you have to first, it's a prerequisite of writing code. The prerequisite of writing HTML code is analyzing your desired template. So you have to see and check and look for any details on this template. So we learn how to analyze a website. You go down here, okay, you can continue, you can go on analyzing down your footer. However, the thing that really matters for us at this level is that we should now commence our writing code. We should commence our coding journey to use and adopt our analytics and actually put them into code. So I have a simple H1 here. Okay, let's first tell you something that I'm intended to create a simple website. just like this. Let me just write some of these. Okay, simple p tag, and then hr, and we also need an a tag. This is attribute. Attribute gives us, gives tag extra information. So a link has two parts, one of which was about the actual text that directs you to the website, and the destination, the exact destination. So what destination you intend to direct the user. So that goes right inside href. And I have a tag which has a text of techlearn IR. I just want you to, I want to accompany you to our destination of this session, which is going for analytics. So what if I wanted to classify and organize all these elements? What should I do? So, what do you see in this image? What do you see on this web page? You see a simple h1 tag. You see a p tag, hr, and then a simple a tag. So, what if I wanted to organize and put these into a really spotless and organized section, a tidy section also? So, I would go here and create a div tag, and in this div tag I would classify my elements. Did you see what it done? I created a div tag, which stands for division, and its purpose and its aim, it has come here aiming for classification and organization of our codes. Okay, so a div tag, which stands for division, and it accepts, and our codes go inside this div tag. So what we're essentially going to do in each and every website that we create, we should use and adopt div tags regularly in our HTML page. So each and every element that we adopt and use and make use of them is going to go inside our div tags. So div tag h1 goes right above here. P tag goes the bottom part of this div right after h1. And also I have an hr, which is a divider, which is a symbol of division of my website, and then so it makes sense, right? So we had two elements next to each other. They go to a single and dependent section part, which this tag defines it, and I have another part. So see it and call it as a part. Whenever you see div, call it as part, section, segment. So a tag goes right inside my div tag. And that's it. Did you see any results? I have a question. I have a tough question. Did you notice any discrepancy? Not actually. As a matter of fact, this tag didn't do anything with our code. So what did it do? So we put a simple div to classify our elements. Why didn't it do anything? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a secret. That div tag doesn't make any difference in your result, but your code, but your actual developer code. Got it? So it doesn't make any difference in your front end the view of your website. The this part, the user, UI, user interface, the user interacts with, but your code. It makes difference to your code. It helps you. Using these tags, you adopting these and making use of this div tag aids in clarity and expressiveness of your code. So you could easily manage your code in CSS. Imagine you wanted to give a style to one of these elements. What would you do? What could you do? What the hell could you do? What the heck could you do? You needed to give them an identifier. You needed to put them in a group. You needed to put them into a class, which they could be easily identified and organized, that you give them your specific and special styles. So that's it. That is the reason that I am always insisting on using div tags. Div tags are here to help us with our clarity of our code, the maintenance of our code, and how much our code is obvious to be read by other developers and also us for our future references. That's it. So the only thing that div tag essentially does for us is that it helps us classify our elements. So this is one group which contains two elements, and this is another group which contains the other element. Again, one element. So on this website, to give you more examples, W3 Schools is a case in point. Let me put things into perspective and cut to the chase. In this website, we have a menu at top, and we have another menu at the bottom of it. And also, this menu itself is split into two sections, one of which is about this menu right here, and the other menu that I have here. And W3 Schools menu, tutorials, exercises, certificates, and services, and search box with a search icon inside it. And also toggle light and dark mode. Okay, which is a good option for this website. Spaces and get certified. Sign up and login buttons. So this is a section. All these options are inside a section, a part. And this section itself is divided into two sections, one of which is W3 School tutorial, exercises, certificates, services, and this search box with the search icon inside it and this toggle light mode and dark mode. This is a separate and isolated part, okay, all these. And the other part, which is again part of this top menu, we call it top menu, we call it technically top menu. This is also a child and part of this top menu section. And again, the same story applies to this menu at the bottom of this top menu. Again, we have a simple menu with many texts inside it. And again, we have another major section. We call this hero section of this website. Hero section contains a large text, enormous text, which is learn to code. And as you learned before, it's defined with H1 tag. And again, with the world's largest web developer website, this is done by H3 maybe. It's a guess. And then an input with a simple placeholder, search out tutorials, example, HTML, and then a button, search button with a search icon inside it, and then a simple not sure where to begin text, which is also could be represented, might have been represented by H3 or H2, H4, and we could directly change these font sizes. Okay, we can change the font size of the learner code, change the font size of this tag, and also this. So I have a hero section, and this hero section, major An enormous section here. These one it contains the image and all these bullets here. I mean points and periods, maybe. Yeah. And all these are inside of this hero section. Another part, another section is this greenish color section. Okay, it has a greenish background. And this section also, this segment, this fraction, some kind of fraction, is itself divided into two parts. One of which is this HTML part and the example part. Okay, and the example part itself has many sections you can analyze and go for analyzing it. And again, we have CSS parts, and this CSS part, which is a yellowish color, has two sections. It's split into two sections. One of which is our CSS and the other one is our example. And you can go and head for any of these sections to analyze it. So the initial part, the initial step that we programmers go through with it, is analyzing our website analytics and analysis. So you first analyze the website, and after that, having finished the analytics part of your, having finished the analysis part of your website creation, you head in the code and go for dive in the code and go for writing the codes. So this is a prerequisite of writing your code. The prerequisite of writing the code is pertaining to analysis. Bear in mind for always. Okay, we've got through with our video, and that's it. I would be really glad and content if you would share your comments with me and give this video a thumbs up, and also send this video link to your friends for them watching it. Thank you so much, and have a good day.